All right, so you're thinking about moving to the Pensacola area and you are craving new construction. Well, if that's you, then go ahead and take out that pad and pen and be ready to take notes, because in this video, I'm gonna show you some of the key areas where new construction is absolutely booming here in the greater Pensacola area. All right, but real quick, before we get into the video, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert Wilson. I am a licensed real estate agent here on the Gulf Coast, working out of the Pensacola area, licensed by eXp Realty. If you're thinking about moving to the Pensacola area, I would love to help you do that. I would love to be your agent. So if you are thinking about moving to Pensacola in the next 30 days or in the next 3 months or 3 years, feel free to reach out to me when the time is right. All of my contact information can be found in the comments section below, as well as in the description box below this video. And if this is your first time watching any of my videos, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I put out videos like this all of the time in order to help anyone who's thinking about moving to the Pensacola area make a smooth transition from wherever they live currently here into the Pensacola area. That way, when you move here, you end up living in the right neighborhood on the right side of the track. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so in order to illustrate where all of this new construction is absolutely blowing up, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on my computer, pull up a map of the greater Pensacola area on Zillow, and show y'all exactly how to find where all of this new construction is taking place. Okay, so here we are over in Zillow. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is just go ahead and click right there and then go to for sale in Pensacola. That'll open up the greater Pensacola area as a whole. And then the first thing that I'm gonna do is go ahead and click remove boundary. Okay, so now we're gonna be looking at basically everything right here on the Gulf Coast. And then I'm gonna click the drop down menu right here where it says more. And I'm going to go to the listing type, click show more, and then I'm gonna deselect agent listed, deselect foreclosures, auctions, pendings and under contract. That's, you know, stuff that's already been basically sold. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave coming soon, because a lot of new construction, you know, homes are pre-sales. So we'll go ahead and leave that selected. And then I'm gonna hit apply. Beyond that, I'm gonna go to home type, deselect all. And I'm just gonna go ahead and select houses. You could look at townhomes as well. You know, for the sake of this video, we're just gonna look at houses. So then we'll go ahead and hit apply. So you can see that the amount of, you know, listings that were available really dropped down significantly. Okay, so 1,188, that's the entire Gulf Coast area right here on this map. But if we zoom in a little bit further, we can see that here we have the Pensacola, you know, this is Escambia County, and then this is Santa Rosa County. Escambia and Santa Rosa are separated by the Escambia River right here. Okay, but you can see where all of these points, these red dots, are densely populated. That's where most of the new construction is taking place. Okay, so if we just kind of zoom in a little bit right here on Escambia County, the greater Pensacola area, we can see that a lot of new construction, you know, those red dots are really densely located out there in BEULAH. Okay, and then beyond BEULAH, we have a lot of new construction taking place in the downtown area. Okay, and then we also have sort of, you know, quite a few new construction projects taking place right here running along parallel and north of Interstate I-10. Okay, so in Escambia County, we got BEULAH, downtown, and then right there north of I-10 in kind of the Ferry Pass 9-mile area. Now, if we jump over from Escambia County, jump over the Escambia Bay into Santa Rosa County, we can see over here that we have a lot of new construction going on right here in the kind of the Avalon area, and then also spread out in the MILTON area and Pace as well. So if you're taking notes and you're really craving new construction, the main areas where construction is taking place is gonna be BEULAH, downtown Pensacola, the Ferry Pass area, Pace, and MILTON. Okay, so let's briefly cover these areas for 1 to 2 minutes and talk a little bit about the type of product that you can buy in each of these different 5 areas, and then kind of what makes each of these areas unique in and of themselves. So let's start over here with the BEULAH area. And real quickly, the BEULAH area, what makes BEULAH a little unique, in my opinion, is the fact that, you know, it's over here located on the western side of Escambia County, and BEULAH offers a more kind of a more rural country suburban lifestyle versus, you know, downtown Pensacola and the city of Pensacola, and really like the eastern side of Escambia County surrounding the city of Pensacola. So it's kind of like a tale of two different cities, so to speak. So if you're the type of person who does like a little bit more laid back of a lifestyle, highly would recommend the BEULAH area to you. Real quick, if we zoom in on some of these new construction homes, let's check them out real quick. So right here we have, you can see 26 new homes right here. So we'll click on this, and then this is gonna be Deer Run by D.R. Horton. Now I was actually out there in the Deer Run neighborhood just last week, and I looked at probably like 10 different houses, you know, for another client of mine. But the prices out here in the Deer Run community are pretty reasonable. I want to say that the Cali plans out there in Deer Run start at about a ballpark price of about $315K. The Cali plan is about an 1,800 square foot home. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. And it's going to be kind of the starting point square footage wise and price wise of homes found in the Deer Run neighborhood. Now they do have a little bit larger homes square footage wise, and they have some homes that are 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. But of course those houses are going to be priced, you know, a little bit higher than the Cali plan is. Prices in the Deer Run neighborhood top out at about $400,000 to $410,000. And one of the great things about the Deer Run neighborhood is the fact that it has a community pool, which is going to be really convenient if you're someone who is really wanting to live that Florida lifestyle, but you don't have time to travel over to Pensacola Beach every other day. So if you want to enjoy the Florida sunshine without having to make a hour-and-a-half round trip to the beach from BEULAH, you can always go to the community pool located in the Deer Run neighborhood and soak up that Florida sunshine. And as you can see on the map, there are plenty of other new construction developments taking place out in the BEULAH area, but just for the sake of this video, I did want to talk briefly about the Deer Run neighborhood because it is one of the larger developments out there in the BEULAH area. And I think that the homes that you're able to find out of the Deer Run neighborhood are going to be very similar to most homes that you can find in other developments out in BEULAH. Okay, so that was the BEULAH area. Now let's hop over here to the Ferry Pass 9 Mile Road area and see what some of the new construction homes are like over there. Okay, so here we have the Ferry Pass area, and the way that I define the Ferry Pass area is going to be north of I-10, south of 9 Mile Road, and then over here west of Highway 29, we start to kind of make our way towards the BEULAH area. This right here is the Inslee area, so we have a lot of stuff going on in the Inslee, kind of the Ferry Pass area, but just for the sake of continuity, we'll just call it the Ferry Pass area. Okay, so real quick, let's check out some of these developments. So right here we have 7 new homes going up in Paisley Place, another development by D.R. Horton. And you can see right here from the Zillow information that homes in the Paisley Place neighborhood are going to range from about $280,000 to about $305,000. Now these ones that are 305, these really remind me of the Cali plans that I looked out there in the Deer Run neighborhood, because I'm seeing 4 beds, 2 baths, about 1,800 square feet, which is pretty typical for the Cali plan. And what I think is really cool about Paisley Place is we are seeing a 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,300 square feet. So if anybody is craving new construction, but they're not needing a 4th bedroom, well, okay, cool. Well, here's kind of a drop down tier in pricing to the $280K mark. And basically what you give up is that 4th bedroom, and you get a 3-bed, 2-bath, about a 1,300 square foot home. So anybody who doesn't need that extra bedroom or that extra 500 square feet, you know, and is looking for something that's kind of low maintenance, maybe you want to check out this floor plan right here that's located in Paisley Place. And if we zoom into where Paisley Place is located, what's kind of funny is there's actually another home right here off of Bowman Avenue, where I just helped another client of mine go under contract to purchase a home right here because it was going to be a really good investment. The location of Bowman Avenue right here, perpendicular to West 9 Mile Road and Detroit Boulevard, is really, really good in my opinion. West Detroit Boulevard flows right in here to Highway 29, which is known as Pensacola Boulevard. And if we zoom in right here to Pensacola Boulevard, you'll see that right there, you can get a bird's eye view of the Walmart that's located right there on Pensacola Boulevard. And then also right here, you can see there's a gas station and other retailers located right there on Pensacola Boulevard. Okay, so that was Paisley Place. Now let's hop over here to these 6 units and check these out. Okay, so the builder is Adams Homes Realty. And if we kind of just scroll through here quickly, we can get an idea of what their building look like. So down here, we can see the facade of the home. You got brick right here, and then above you have the hardy siding. You got nice little front porch. And then if we kind of cruise through these interior pictures, we have tray ceilings, which is a really nice touch, really opens the place up. And in my opinion, these tray ceilings just really make the place feel a lot more relaxing. In the bedrooms, we have carpet, and then we have our laundry room right here. Granite countertops in the kitchen, of course. Nice, large farmhouse style sink. Crown molding on the cabinets. Looks great. Here you can check out the floor plan. Now, if we just kind of cruise through some of these listings real quick, we can get an idea on the ballpark pricing of homes that are being offered over here off of Sunny Lane. Now, this video is being made in the month of May in 2023, so depending on when you watch this video, whether it's a week after it's released or a year after it's released, prices could change, right? But at the time of this video, it looks like homes are starting for about $230,000. And in my opinion, for new construction at a price point of $230K, that's gonna be really, really desirable. Because let's be real here, the real estate market over the past 2 to 3 years got totally crazy. And it seemed like, from my point of view, homes that were priced below $250K and below, they just absolutely disappeared from the market. And so to see that Adams Homes is building products that have a starting price point of about $230K, I think is really, really awesome. Okay, so it looks like homes are starting at about $230 and they roll all the way up there to about the $285, $290 ballpark price. Okay, so we just looked at a couple quick developments over in the Ferry Pass area. Now let me just talk briefly about the location and the Ferry Pass area in general. You'll notice that it is located in kind of the northeast side of Pensacola. It is located pretty close to the Pensacola Airport, and then also it offers easy access to I-10 or to I-110 in case you wanted to go downtown or if you wanted to travel out to the beach. And I-10 offers you easy access to Santa Rosa County, which would put you out in the Milton area or the Pace area. So if you worked in Milton or Pace, but for whatever reason you still wanted to live over here in the city of Pensacola or Escambia County, you could easily live in the Ferry Pass area and commute back and forth to work in Pace or Milton. Also, another quick highlights about the Ferry Pass area is it is located very close to the University of West Florida, as well as the Scenic Hills Country Club. All right, so that was a quick hitter of the Ferry Pass area and some of the new construction taking place in Ferry Pass. Now let's travel southwards into downtown Pensacola and check out some of the new construction going on in downtown Pensacola. Okay, so one thing to point out about new construction in downtown Pensacola versus the two other areas that we've already looked at is the fact that in downtown Pensacola, you're not going to see many large neighborhood subdivision type developments. What you're going to see a lot of is a lot of new construction taking place on these vacant infill lots, kind of spread out throughout the downtown area. Now, that being said, you do see quite a bit of 4 or 5 new construction houses all being built side by side next to each other, but that is going to be sort of the max extent of larger type developments in downtown. It's going to be 4 to 5 homes built next to each other, or maybe 10 townhomes on one block. You're not going to see 20, 25 plus unit developments in downtown. There's just not enough area for it. So that being said, let's check out a couple of these homes that are currently for sale. Now, these homes are going to be located south of Garden Street, right here off of West Intendencia. So if we click right here, this is a 3-bed, 3-bath home, about 1,900 square feet and priced just below $500K. In my opinion, I love the front porch that they did right here, and I love the exterior color. You got hardy siding, nice rustic, kind of a brown front door with windows. I think it's a great look. Love the landscaping right there. Let's cruise through some of these pictures real quickly. Awesome fireplace in there. Nice kitchen. And a lot of the homes in downtown Pensacola are going to be slightly more narrow versus some of the new construction taking place in BEULAH and Ferry Pass. As you'll notice from some of the other listings that we looked at, most of the homes in BEULAH and Ferry Pass were kind of built a little bit wider versus here in downtown Pensacola. You can see that they're built a little bit narrower and they're built kind of vertically. Now let's check out the other new construction home that's located right next to this one. And again, another 3-bed, 3-bath home, just below 1,900 square feet, priced right below $500K. And this home is actually built by the same developer or builder. And the name of this plan is the Stella. And I just want to give a quick shout out to whoever came up with the name for this floor plan. In my opinion, Stella is a beautiful name, and so is this house. So whoever came up with the name Stella, good job. All right, now let's just quickly cruise through some of these photos. Again, the same floor plan. So a lot of this stuff is going to be the same, other than the color of the floor, the countertops, and any other slight design features. But overall, the floor plan is going to be the exact same. And the last thing that I want to mention about these two listings, or these two new construction homes, is the fact that they were built by the local developer slash builder, Adore. In my opinion, Adore was the company that really kind of kick-started the new construction taking place in the downtown area. So I did want to give them a shout out, because they definitely deserve the recognition. If anybody's going to make a new construction video about the greater Pensacola area, you definitely have to include or mention Adore Development. Okay, so those were two new construction homes done by Adore Development. And real quick before we move on, you'll notice that right here on Zillow, it is showing that this looks basically like a giant construction site. No worries, that's no longer there. The Zillow map just hasn't updated yet. What is there currently is all of those newly constructed homes done by Adore Development. But now let's zoom out a little bit and take a look at another small development being done by Adams Homes, located right here off West Government Street. Now, before we zoom in and check out some of these newly constructed homes, I do want to point out that right here you have the Pensacola Blue Wahoo Stadium. So these homes right here, located right off of West Government Street, are literally within walking distance to the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. You could probably walk out your front door and be sitting in your seat, depending on how long it takes you to get inside the stadium, in about 15 minutes. So right off the bat, great location. And it looks like ballpark pricing for these homes are going to be between $600 and $650K. But let's just kind of cruise through some of these photos again. All new construction. You know, new construction basically speaks for itself. The home is obviously going to look really good. And these downtown homes, like I mentioned earlier, are going to be more built vertically, you know, two-story homes. A lot of them are going to have the balconies on the second floor and then front porches as well. Okay, so now looking at those two different developments, we can see that the similarity is going to be a significant increase in price, right? Like the homes that were built by Adore started at about $500K, and these that were done by Adams Homes start at about $600K, which is going to be at least $250K higher than the homes that we looked at in BEULAH as well as in FERRY Pass. So in the downtown area, definitely lots of new construction taking place, but price points are going to be significantly higher than really any of the surrounding areas. And before we move on from the downtown Pensacola area, I did want to mention real quick, like the East Hill area, where a lot of other new construction is taking place. You can see that price points in the East Hill area do kind of go from 500 to 900, you know, kind of creeping on up there towards that $1 million mark. There's a $1 million listing right here off of, I believe this is East Wright Street. But again, you know, as far as downtown goes, you have the main downtown area right here, and then you have a lot of new construction taking place in East Hill. All right, so that was the downtown area. Now let's hop over to Santa Rosa County and talk a little bit about Pace and Milton. Okay, so the first thing that pops out in my mind when I hop over to Santa Rosa County and look at the Pace and Milton area is the fact that, you know, new construction is pretty spread out. And that's just really how these areas are. They're not as densely populated as the city of Pensacola is. But all that being said, let's check out some of these developments. So here we have Southern Palms by Holiday Builders. Now, so far in this video, we've talked about D.R. Horton, Adore Development, Adams Homes, and now here we have our fourth builder, Holidays Builders. And the neighborhood that they're developing is the Southern Palms. Let's check it out. Okay, so down here, if we scroll and we just kind of look at some of the available homes and their buildable plans, we can see that price points start at about $300K. Now you'll see down here, we have a buildable plan starting at $293, but as far as anything that's available in the neighborhood, prices are going to start at $330 and go all the way up to about $355K. And now to get an idea on what the finished product is going to look like in the Southern Palms neighborhood, let's check out some of the photos. Okay, so here we have the facade. I really like the front of this home. I like the colors that they've used, and I like kind of how they've, you know, done this area right here. Whereas, you know, most homes you'll see it's just kind of flat, but they added in, you know, kind of a geometric shape right there in the front, which I think is a really, really good look. Okay, so here we have a photo of what a potential kitchen could look like. Got the island sink right there in the middle. And then we have the color pop of blue right there, contrasting the kind of the gray cream color with the white cabinets, and then the warm brown floors. You know, like I said earlier in the video, new construction speaks for itself, right? They're not going to build an ugly new construction home. So anyway, that's an idea of what the finished product is going to look like in the Southern Palms community. Now let's check out the location of this neighborhood. Okay, so right here on their website, we can see that the Southern Palms community is going to be located right here off of West Spencer Field Road and White Road. So if we hop over here to Zillow, we can see that we have West Spencer Field Road right here and then White Road right there. So what I'm going to do is just zoom out to give you an idea on where this neighborhood is located. So it's got the home showing right there, but they're actually going to be located right here. So if you, again, wanted to live in Pace and then maybe you wanted to head to the beach or something, you know, you would probably hop on Highway 90, come over here to Escambia County, come all the way down Scenic Highway, jump on 3 Mile Bridge, and then head to the beach from, you know, the Southern Palms community. So let's just zoom in to see where this is on the map. So again, we have White Road right here, and then this is where our Southern Palms development is going to take place for Holiday Builders. Now briefly just talking about the Pace area, and this goes for Milton as well, but these two areas, Pace and Milton, are going to be very similar to kind of the lifestyle that the BEULAH area offers, which is going to be a more kind of a country, suburban, laid-back lifestyle. Whereas here in Pensacola, there is a little bit more hustle and bustle. You know, folks are kind of always on the go. There's a little bit more traffic. You know, and out in the BEULAH, Pace, and Milton areas, in my mind, I feel like you just have a little bit more elbow room, a little bit more breathing room between you and your neighbors. Now, that being said, your driving distances to pretty much anywhere you want to go, whether it's groceries, you know, going to the doctor's office or driving to work, you know, depending on where you work, they're going to be a little bit longer of commute times for just running basic errands or really going anywhere. Whereas here in Pensacola, you're basically just 15 minutes from anywhere you need to be. Okay, so that was a quick look at a development taking place in the Pace area. Now let's check out some of these homes that are being built in Milton. Okay, so the last neighborhood that we're going to look at in this video is going to be the Windsor Ridge neighborhood, and this neighborhood is being built by the developer Lennar. As you can see right here, the homes are going to become available in October of 2023, so this neighborhood is just being freshly developed. Based on the photo that's in the Zillow listing, the only thing that's been taking place so far is some of the civil engineering and the site work for the neighborhood. And again, according to some of the information that they've posted on Zillow, it looks like prices are going to start between $320 and then go all the way up to about $400K for the 4-bed, 3-bath, 2300 Sierra floor plan. So that being said, let's check out these two different floor plans, one being the Eland plan, which starts at about $320, and then the other being the Sierra plan that looks like a ballpark price of about $400K. So real quickly, this is the 3-bed, 2-bath Eland plan, starting at about $320, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1544 square feet. Okay, you can see that we do have a 2-car garage, nice little kitchen, tall cabinets like that. And not to sound like a broken record here, but new construction is going to speak for itself. So anyway, that is the Eland plan starting at about $320. Now what I want to do is check out this Sierra plan starting at about $400K. Okay, so it does look like we're going to have a bigger kitchen in the Sierra plan. Obviously, with these two different floor plans having a difference of about 800 square feet, we can expect things to be a little bit bigger in the Sierra plan versus the Eland. But it does look like a lot of the design characteristics are pretty similar, but it really appears like the Sierra plan is going to be a bigger version of the Eland. One thing I do want to note out that I did not notice in the Eland plan is there is an enclosed Florida room right here, looks like located just off of the great room, separated by double glass sliding doors. And then it does look like there is maybe an office as well included in the Sierra plan. So anyway, that's a taste test of the homes that are going to be available in the Windsor Ridge community coming in the fall of October 2023. And again, just to talk a little bit briefly about the Milton area, it's going to be very similar to the Pace and the BEULAH area, offering you that more of a country, suburban, laid-back lifestyle. The BEULAH, Pace, and Milton area are all going to be at least 30 minutes away from the beach. So that is definitely something to take note of if you're wanting to spend a lot of your time out of the beach, maybe the BEULAH Pace Milton area might be a little bit too far for you. And you might want to consider the downtown or the Ferry Pass area. Now the downtown area is going to be about 15 minutes away from the beach, depending on traffic. On a bad day, you could be about 25 minutes. And then in the Ferry Pass area, you're looking at about 20 to 30 minutes from being out at the beach. All right, so that does it for the video. Some of the 5 key areas to focus on if you are craving new construction and thinking about moving to the Pensacola area. Just to recap, those 5 areas were the BEULAH area, the Ferry Pass area located just north of I-10 and south of 9 Mile Road. There's also the downtown Pensacola area. Then you have the Pace and Milton area in Santa Rosa County. And just as a disclaimer, those are not the only areas where new construction is taking place. If we look back at the Zillow map, we can see that there is new construction happening pretty much everywhere here on the Gulf Coast. But again, just for the sake of time and the sake of this video, I did want to mention those 5 areas. So if you're thinking about new construction, I would start in those 5 areas, but don't limit those areas to your search only. You could easily find a beautiful new construction home in the Gulf Breeze or Navarre area as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got some value out of this video and learned a little bit more about the Pensacola area. And I hope that this video is going to help you kind of make that transition here to the greater Pensacola area in general. If you did get any value out of this video, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to make an offer on any of these homes that we looked at within any of these developments, please reach out to me. All of my contact information can be found in the comments section below or in the description box located below this video. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.